others, we'll switch off our video and when the presentation goes on. Okay. So very pleasant good morning. What I will do is we are going to have a very interesting journey today in this difficult situation wherein we have been asked to go online and take classes. So let us see how we can be as efficient as possible or as effective as possible as we are in the normal classroom. So I'll start with my presentation. So quite often when we hear virtual lab, we think it is only for laboratory. But we are going to break that myth today and say that it is just not for the lab. It is for your normal online classes where you want to provide experiential learning. And today's activity is specifically for mechanical engineering and allied branches. And I'm sure that all of you are from mechanical and allied branches of VTU and affiliated branches. All of us are here, ready to be doing what we are supposed to do. And after we do what we are supposed to do, and these are the students, they look at all the subjects, touch and feel, and finally it becomes six blind and elephant story. Because each one of us go to the class and make sure that we deliver what we are supposed to deliver. Finally, they get only part by part. And hopefully they will get it right. Otherwise, it will be like this. And from here, we need to find out, did they really find the elephant in all the classes which were taken together? From there, we should be able to go and take them to the activity which is coming in. Now, I will avoid this chat and I will give you another chance where you can do answer the chat. So from experiencing in the class, we should be able to take mechanical engineering and allied branches to the wild. That means the actual design, actual implementation, or actual process. So how do we do that? All that in this online mode is the question. Okay. So from here, one thing I am sure all of you agree with me that we have been asked to take off on online classes. Okay. But hesitantly we have taken off. Now we have only one option. We need to experience the beauty of these online classes and make sure that we provide complete clarity to our students. Obviously, we should also have the clarity. And then at the end, we should be able to land safely in this online mode. Landing safely, I mean here, we should be able to be as effective as earlier we were, and we should be able to make sure that our students get job. Students are able to face the interview, all that. I mean, that's what I meant by landing safely. Let us just look at a world with and without engineers. This is a few pictures. You can just look at it and see whether you are able to make something out of it. We want this kind of a place, not the one which I have shown you the first. Similarly, I'm sure that you don't want a civil engineer who building things like this. We would like to have it like this. When it comes to communication, do you think this is what we are looking for? Or we need the communication as beautiful as this? Or what about computing? We don't need computing like this. We would like to have the computing, especially in this time, in such a way that it's pervasive, it is everywhere. Look at this. If the entertainment was like that, and we need it in a way which can really entertain us. This is to do with mining or mechanical, both you can take. Let us look at entertainment or electronics in this way. So what we understood is we are going to make people to do all this because we produce engineers as engineering college teachers and we have been changing. You are free to put the arrow mark in either direction, whether Ape to Facebook or Facebook to Ape. So I will leave it to you to do the arrowing, putting the arrow. Now, with this situation, I'm taking you to a classroom wherein I want you to ask this question to your students when they are in your third semester, because mechanical students are coming to your third semester, first year yet to start. So assume that until third semester they have been having a common syllabus. Now, I want you to look at this. First question you are going to ask is why disposable water bottles are corrugated, whereas other water bottles which we normally reuse are not corrugated. So this is a question which I want to ask you now, and I would like you to give an answer in the chat box. I am just opened the chat box in another computer because the computer which I am presenting is on full screen, so I will not be able to see the chat. So if you could just give your answer, whatever, I am not worried about whether the answer is right or not, but to just engage all of you on this, I feel we should be able to have some question and answer happen. Okay? Very good. It is cheaper, it gives structural strength of the bottle, disposal easily, crushing is easy, very good. Suresh Kote said to give more strength. Okay. Yeah, Bhavan PD has given to attractive, have strength, grip and hold, okay. Can be recycled, single-use plastics. Yeah, keep typing in because that makes you, this is one way of engaging the students in your online classes. So, don't really worry about whether they are giving you the right answer or not, but if they are able to get engaged, so obviously they are going to be with you when you are talking or when you are giving them some input. Okay, so we'll just see how I'm looking at. This is a question I asked. Most of the mineral water bottles are corrugated, not plain bottle like medicine bottles. Look at this. And this we teach in class quite often. Moment of inertia. If a student had experienced moment of inertia in his +1 or +2, he could have given that answer to you. And you can even give an activity like give 10 sheets, A4 sheets, and ask them, you make a small bridge using the A4 sheets in such a way that you cannot glue, you cannot do any paste. You need to use 10 A4 sheets, white sheets, and whoever makes a bridge which can withstand maximum number of books, because you are doing it in the classroom, then we can award them. So if they are able to understand, yes, the bending strength, this is dependent on area moment, and if I can move the area away from the neutral axis as far away as possible, I will get much better bending strength. Look at that, when a plain sheet is used or if it is converted to a corrugated sheet, we really get much higher strength because of increasing the I. And it is quite effectively used in building constructions, machine parts and all that. So this is what I want them to recollect, the students to recollect. If they are able to recollect and give you the answer, that means they have experienced the concept called moment of inertia and bending, etc. Whereas if you need to give them the input like what I have done now, then they have just remembered the concept. So if you can make everyone to experience a concept, then that means they will not have to remember. It will be there with them. Wherever an application is given, they should be able to use. In mechanical engineering, we quite often use twisted machine elements. Whenever there is items to be used, we won't use a plain rectangular piece. We twist it in such a way that we are able to move the area from the neutral axis in such a way that if it is perpendicular to the force applied, if I am able to move the area away from the neutral axis, I will get much higher I, that is area moment of inertia. And that can improve my bending strength. So look at what we did. We have taken a case from something which is available around, and try to connect that with some subject which they are going to study and identify how much of experiencing they had about the basic concept. So let us go forward and see one another question of the same kind. I'm sure that those who are taking machine design may be using this example in the class. The interesting is some bottle caps have a broken thread by design, especially aerated drinks. Now, if someone likes to, I would like some of you to answer